Welcome to Internet Unexplained Episode 2, The Lavender Town Suicide, or at least the story is called.
I prefer the show to be... Wait. I prefer the show to be called Meme Debaters, because we debate about memes. But yeah, sure, the Unexplained the Internet, explain it for you. And I'm Slow Bullet, also known as Calvin.
I am Scotty.
And I'm Desi.
And
You already introduced yourself.
You guys are retarded. Scotty, go first.
Scotty, you already introduced yourself.
no, I didn't.
Oh. You introduced the show, not himself. Oh, I see. My bad.
And then we got here joining us, Jazzy Frog, or Cody. And we got Karasuro.
Yo.
And we got Mead.
What's
Almedo.
up?
So tonight, as I quickly swirl around in my chair,
Oh my god, you heard it.
you come in a dark, dark hour. This is where the most fiendish things live.
Is there a white...
You can understand this.
Creepy pasta. These things are scary.
Is that a white
No,
panda?
they're not.
What?
Just read, like, part of the story or something.
Okay, well, some of them are creepy and some of them are stupid. But anyway, I'm here tonight to talk about... I need some dust so I can throw in the fire. So I can, no one got that joke. Sad face. Okay, but anyway, tonight, Pokemon Lavender Town Suicides. Can it happen? And how? Okay. Let me explain what Lavender Town Suicide is. It's basically these kids, alright, you play Pokemon, you play Pokemon as a kid, buy red leaf, green, blue, you're walking through this town, you're walking through all the towns like, oh yeah, skippity-doo-dah, skippity-day, wonderful music, wonderful day, playing with Pokemon. Okay, I can't sing, but anyway.
Stick it on with it.
Okay, Pokemon, you're having fun, like nothing can go wrong. Pokemon are happy, lovely creatures. Then you go past this one route. Whoa, holy shit, mood change. Whoa.
You just feel
What the hell
it.
is wrong with this place? Alright, but anyway,
Feel the change.
you can feel the change in that area. But whenever you leave, it's back to happy skippity. There is something devilish in that town, and I am here to explain what it is.
No, you're not.
Death lives
The color
in
lavender.
that town. Death.
I
Yes,
don't
color
understand.
lavender is the cloak that the Grim Reaper wears. It's not black. That is a dark lavender.
Have you
It's
ever,
extremely
like,
dark lavender.
when you were a kid, have you ever, like, actually felt the change when you walked into
Well, I
Lavender
played
Town?
a
You're
yellow
like,
version, which apparently had already been fixed, so...
Yeah.
So
I know.
have you
Oh,
guys,
version
1.0
have you
was...
guys ever felt the change when you just walked in?
Yes, I felt it. I felt it.
I didn't feel the change.
Okay, I felt the change just because, it was just like, whenever you walk in there, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, Pokemon can die? Whoa. These things were, like, immortal. They're, like, raised from God himself. Like, whenever God decided, I'm going to make some weird creatures, pow, immortal.
Actually, God is a Pokemon in Pokemon World.
Well, we're not talking about this. We're back...
Screw that!
We're back in Lavender Town whenever there was no such thing as Arceus.
Well, I'm back in Arceus. Downloaded it from Toys R Us, level 100. Represent.
Care.
Oh,
I'm back from the day whenever the only way to get Mew was from this one glitch. Whenever you talk to this one trainer, it's like, whoa, Wild Mew appeared. I was talking to a trainer, though. Yeah, so Wild Mew appeared.
you sure it wasn't a mod?
No, that was a glitch you could do. I glitched all the time in Pokemon.
It wasn't an actual mod or anything?
No.
Let's get back on the subject.
But no,
Why
anyway.
do people die from Lavender Town?
Well,
Yeah,
kind of-
what?
The thing is, there was like supposedly this weird popping sound in the background, and I had to do some research on this. If you actually listen to the original, there is this one popping sound. So I decided to download it, go onto Audacity, and just completely repeat itself. So I just kept on repeating it. I just kind of let it sit there for a while. About 30 minutes later, I started getting this tremendous headache. And I'm thinking, so people are like, all right, then.
So you listened to a song for 30 minutes and it gave you a headache?
Basically, yeah.
That actually makes sense.
30
You kept
minutes. Yeah.
I know, there's some songs that you can just listen to constantly, and it'll be fine, though. But no, what you're thinking is like, all right, so how could this cause suicide? So I'm thinking, all right, you know how little kids have that one adaptation to hear higher sounds?
Yeah.
All right. So, what if that popping sound is actually a higher frequency that they're hearing?
Like the highest, and it just screws up their mind.
Well,
but would it actually give them headaches?
But I'm thinking is it gives them headaches, and whenever they go to sleep, whenever you have a headache and you go to sleep, you have nightmares.
Yeah. Well, not really. If you have a headache, you get nightmares.
Because whenever you have a fever, the headache is what causes the nightmare. It's not the hot, sweaty body. No, it's the headache.
But I guess with this, the point of the getting a nightmare and everything, I guess it's because of the creepy Lavender Town song. If they keep thinking about it, if they keep hearing it, they'll actually hear it in their dreams. And
yeah. Whenever I was little, and I played this one level, Porky Pig, I kept getting stuck on it, so I played it for like an hour straight, and the music, and it was like completely creepy, and it was like in this haunted mansion. I had nightmares. I had to wake up. I had to get rid of that game for a while because I couldn't beat the level, and it was just giving me way too many nightmares.
Have you ever in Pokemon? Have you guys played ever Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum? Right?
No, never. I haven't played.
I have. I have.
In the Eterna Forest, there's this haunted mansion. If you go in it, creepy shit would happen.
Yeah, that was a pretty creepy area in the game.
Yeah, I never went back there again. I guess this is kind of like a reference to the Lavender Town stuff.
So I'm not sure if that's really much the tune. It came to the tune, but I'm also just thinking how scary the place is, and it causes the kids to have equivalent nightmares. And what I'm thinking too is, all right, little kids, or whenever you play Pokemon, a lot of people just kind of sped through the game trying to get to the Elite Four as fast as possible, right? So whenever you get to Pokemon Tower, there were some monsters there that you cannot beat. The ghosts, you cannot beat them because your Pokemon were too scared to move. That's what it said.
True.
So there might be kids who don't even know how to read, and they were just smashing the button constantly trying to get past this ghost and kept dying, kept going back. So they were just stuck in this town constantly, and it was scaring them to death because they couldn't beat it. They could not beat this ghost. So then they start having dreams. And everyone says, like in the things, most of the deaths were by falling. So I think it is whenever they have nightmares, they're sleepwalking.
So if you let's say you're living in a one-story house, how the hell can you fall? And don't say, oh yeah, I tripped over my foot and I died.
I don't know. Also, it wasn't just falling though. But I'm just saying that a lot of them were falling. But I'm just saying also what the dreams could do was
kill you from the inside.
Yeah, or it could just be like hypnosis, basically.
Well, there's also this theory that like your mind controls everything that the body does.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if let's say that everyone's on a plane and a person gets sick, and then people start worrying that they're going to get sick from this one guy, and they end up getting sick, but it's not from what that guy had. It's just because that their mind is saying that they're sick and that they need to fight off this virus, and so their body just starts fighting itself.
Exactly. It's all mind over matter. If you believe in something so much, it can happen. Like it can happen just to you, though.
The cause of the death is by the hypnotic tune of Lavender Town, the theme itself, and that causes the mind to screw them over or something and kill themselves.
Yeah. Maybe they want to kill themselves. Yeah, that's how I see it. That's how I think it could happen.
How I see it, though, is like it kills you from when you're having the dream and you die in your dream. You die for real.
No, because you have to have a heart attack.
You can perceive it as real, so it just kind of scares you when you wake up and you either die.
You get scared to death, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. You're
pretty much Freddy gone real.
So basically, yeah, you'd have to do that. 'Cause I woke up in cold sweats one time. My nightmare was so scary. That was the closest I've ever got. That was a scary dream. I remember that dream.
So you thought you were gonna die?
Yeah. Because have you ever had one of those dreams whenever you wake up at the start of a dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate those dreams.
Yeah, you think it's real.
Because you wake up, you hit your alarm clock, you're off to school, and everything acting normal, but you don't really realize it's still a dream. I used to have those all the time, and they would scare me to death. I had nightmares a lot as a kid.
Has this ever happened to you in the Pokemon game? I'm not actually, talking about. I don't know whether it was just me dreaming or like thinking about some other stuff, but when you actually, before I get to there, have you encountered the ghost Pokemon in
Well,
the
yeah.
old red?
Everyone
green,
did.
yellow?
Until you went back and had to get the self scope and be
Yeah.
like, I can
Have
see
you ever just like immediately turned off the game when you saw the ghost? Like,
No.
you're like, oh my god, it was a ghost, and you just turned off like, oh yeah, that was scary.
No, Pokemon it
Okay,
was just
so-
another Pokemon.
What happened to me was when I was playing the game and I was fighting against the ghost, and all of a sudden the screen, you know the negative effect, like all the colors turn negative.
Yeah, whenever it uses the move curse.
Yeah, that's what. Well, it was actually permanent, but like during that whole battle scene, like the permanent effect, negative effect was permanent.
Yeah, I can see that happening because it's kind of like the missing note glitch whenever
Yeah, that was scary.
without it, it like glitches up your Pokemon. Your Pokemon are not even fully formed anymore. All their atoms are scrambled. So I can actually see that happening.
Code, yeah. Well, what's a bit weird? What's weird is remember that glitch that you have to follow to actually encounter a missing number. That's what's weird because I mean, why would you? Would they actually set up something where you just do the specific thing?
No, they wouldn't do that. It was just a glitch someone found eventually.
Then how? I mean, how is it like 100% successful? I mean,
Those games were incredibly buggy.
Yeah, it was. We're talking about the 90s, man. You could like crack open any of those with just like a butter knife. Well, not
like
literally
Super
with a butter
Mario
knife.
Brothers.
Talking about the code here. You can actually crack it open with a butter knife, I'm sure. Talking about the codes here. The codes were just buggy. So what I'm thinking is the sound also was buggy. So I don't think Lavender Town Tune was actually finished. That missing, they call it the missing frequency, that poppy noise. That's what it was.
What I wonder is how would they actually change it if they were to actually remake Red. I know they already made Fire Red and Leaf Green, but if they actually to remake it for the DS, would it?
Well, you can go there and
because
Gold and Soul Silver and turn on the Game Boy sound, which actually. Okay, let me explain. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can go to Lavender Town, and there's an item called Game Boy Sounds where you can swap the audio to the original from the Game Boy games. And I've done that. Yeah, it doesn't sound the same as the original.
Wait, Heart Gold and Silver, you could actually travel to Kanto? Because I never knew that.
Yeah, you can. In Gold and Silver, you could. All right, but anyway, now because after Fire Red and Leaf Green and Blue, they fixed the sound in Pokemon Yellow because they realized there's something weird with it. If you actually notice, if you actually have an old copy of the game and Yellow, and you play the two right beside each other, they don't sound anything alike. Well, they have equivalent. They have a little bit of sounds, but not the same. They fixed the missing frequency. I went on a YouTube video and actually watched the video called The Missing Frequency, and they actually have something really high-pitched in there, but our ears can't hear it anymore. If you put it on a dog's ears, it berserks. It berserks if you put it on a dog's ear.
It's a bit higher than the mosquito now.
Exactly.
Then, never mind. I'm not going to say it.
So I'm just thinking that this little sound wave just kind of gets placed in. Like, all right, what I was looking up, there's a thing called iDoser. That thing only uses sound waves, and that makes you have an effect on your mind. And it makes you think that you're drunk, high, or even having sex.
iDoser is awesome.
Yes, it does. But no, this thing, it's just a hypnotic file. And it's just sound waves.
iDoser.
So this sound wave actually affects your mind and what you do.
It does. So I'm thinking that this frequency could affect small children if they last not long enough. Because usually everyone's like, well, how come it never affected me whenever I was a kid? Because usually you were kind of smart and you would like go inside and you wouldn't just stay in Lavender Town permanently. Some kids might accidentally just leave their Game Boy on and have that song keep looping over and over and over and over again, causing them to finally get the sound wave into them.
Do you actually think Nintendo would actually do that on purpose?
No, I'm just thinking that it was an accident.
Honestly, I think it was an accident. Yeah.
It was
Definitely an accident.
So what about any other of the town's music?
No, none of the other towns have missing frequencies like that.
It's
like,
just interesting because of Lavender Town's what that town's about and the fact that the music just
that's just mysterious, isn't it?
Like I had to test it. So what I did one time, I went to like a Pokemon
Hey,
like
guys,
Pokemon centers.
watch part